to Ardnacrusha Pitch and Putt Club for round 2 of the 2025 Club Matchplay Championship, where Kieran Bermingham, who is on the third tee box now, takes on Brian Dillon. Those of you who are tuning in brand new, Brian took a 5-up lead, which was somewhat of a surprise. After the first 18, and Kieran won the first hole, an unfortunate bogey for Brian on the first, so Kieran claimed the 19th hole with a par, and we currently join both players pitching the third, as I'm hoping you can see the misty rain coming in on us here in Ardnacrusha this evening, where Kieran has won the first and brought Brian's lead back to 4 up. That looks quite big. With its spin, it's spun, but by no means is it safe. Could be a very difficult up and down. Kieran is just positioned over on the left hand side, so we should get a good view of both players' shots from here, as our co-commentary team are all hiding from this rain. So we'll see what Brian chooses to do. I assume he'll take out his putter here. I'd be surprised if he chipped it, but yeah, no, he'll probably ask Kieran to stick a mark on it. Needs to go. And a bit of work left for Brian. And that is a birdie, so apologies, I seem to have positioned my phone for round 2 on the off button, so apologies for any disturbances caused. I will make my way up the 4th fairway. So if you were in Kieran Bermingham's shoes after 18 holes, you'd have said you'd have to started the second round with a flourish, and he's done. Brian is 3 up, and he's done that. He's brought Brian's 5-up lead back to 3 with 2 wins on the first and the third hole. Decent ball into the 4th hole. And they're nearly twinning here on the 4th. Advantage Kieran here. He may get a decent look at Brian's line. The one at the back, Brian, furthest away. So, one thing about these putts is, for Brian's side, is he had a similar putt like this in the first round. Stand up. That was good base, actually. Good bias. So we'll see if Kieran is left. I don't think he's left it short. So hole halved in pairs at the fourth hole. Brian Dillon remains 3 up. Fifth hole, back around again to the 50-metre pitch. And there's a lot of dew starting to fall here, unfortunately. It could ruin a good game. Kieran, of course, with experience of playing Pacelli Darcy in similar conditions. But their game ended up turning into somewhat of a deluge. Uncertain about Brian's game, if he's played in heavy rain or that. But back onto the tee box, we have Kieran, who has won 2 of the first 4 holes, closing the gap. Looks a bit short. And it is a bit short. Not a bad leave, can attack the flag, shouldn't move too much, if anything, from his left to right. Good ball here from Brian. And a cracker. Great pitch from Brian Dillon. I didn't hear any claps or roars because there's, fortunately, the weather is really restricting the viewers from coming out and watching the game, unfortunately. But I hope you're all lovely and warm at home with cups of tea, fires on, and enjoying the coverage. As mentioned earlier on, please, it would be fantastic if you could like videos, subscribe to the page, and share it to friends and family. So Kieran, what a birdie putt. He kind of nearly has to hold it. He's got it. And he has got it. So Brian would have put to set 3 up. And a fantastic birdie. A loop-de-loop around the hole. And I found the bottom of the cup. So we're back to the 6th. 5th hole halved in birdies. 44-metre pitch. Again, last time round we saw Brian quite long, and Kieran was actually the polar opposite. He was a bit shorter. He turned 5. Kieran's won 2 of the first 5.
Trying to close well back in.
Yeah. That was an important putt, I don't think,
Yeah, he was really unlucky. He's just pulled up short.
Oh, jeez, that'd be funny in the
Earthquake in Ardnacrusha.
abandoned play. See, that wouldn't have happened if I had the phone in my hands.
Tsunami.
Yeah. Jesus. Anyway, Kieran on the tee. He's come over short again, I think, and that's well short. He has a lot of work to do for his par there, and you can see by the demeanour back on the tee box that he's not happy about that. So a huge opportunity here for Brian to move back to put himself in an opportunity to the position to get back to 4, and that's a good strike. He needs to sit down, and hasn't taken full advantage of it. Much of a muchness in terms of position. Kieran certainly can be a bit more aggressive with his chip as he's into that upslope just before the hole. Whereas Brian, should he be aggressive and the ball runs out, very easy could roll off the front of the green here. This is what I was saying about Brian's shot. Yeah, couldn't be aggressive with that one. So it is a prize in 4 for Brian Dillon. And I gave Kieran that hole. A slip up there, so par on the 6th hole for Kieran Bermingham, enough to claim the hole, and we move back to 2 up now. So our 7th hole is a 32-metre pitch. Pin is tucked at the very bottom middle. If we recall last time round, Kieran Bermingham was at the front left-hand side as he looks at it, and Brian pitched a gimme into about 6 inches. So second time round, let's see what happens. Kieran is not short, and he's not just right. He is out by myself. I'm not sure if he was aiming for me or not, but he'll be chipping this off the slope. And I'll move back just in case Brian decides he wants to go for me as well. So a huge door opener. The only benefit from where Kieran is he's plenty to work with, and Brian has struck that great as well. She checks up. Yeah, good look at birdie there. Can be very aggressive with his approach play here to the 7th. We'll stay behind Kieran. Yes, you can see from Kieran's position in here. I'll drop the camera placement. He is on the side of the mound surrounding our 8th hole here, so that may have to be taken into consideration with the wedge, but he can be aggressive as it's back up the hill towards the 8th pin. He's fixing plug marks, but the ball certainly didn't land anywhere near it. I'd say Brian's mindset may change now with his approach here to the 7th. Kieran is a long, long way to Tipperary. Brian is a small little. He was very, very unlucky with the bobble that took a big bounce. Kieran's putt will swing a lot, and he's coming off the fringe, so very, very difficult putt. This will be a great tree. Just a bit too strong. And that has been conceded, so relatively straightforward. Not too far off, right? Three lads, yeah? Just wanted to confirm that. Those who know me will know my counting at times can be absolutely all over the gaff. So a par is enough for Brian Dillon to claim the 7th hole and move back to a 3-up lead. So temporarily delay the Kieran Bermingham fight back and claim the box, I suppose, most importantly on the 8 to try and apply pressure. As I said, this 8-pin position is really, really tricky. Have to be below it if you want to have any chance at birdie, because if you're long, or indeed short for that matter, you are in a bit of trouble. So Brian now with the approach. Oh, he's at a socket. Oof. Is, you know, I suppose as these games move in, no player is professional. Does a man think about the trophy before the game is over? Yes, he does. That's how you manage it is key. And Kieran is well short. He has not taken. He was very, very lucky with the skid. Very, very lucky with the skid. So advantage Kieran here, not by much, and I suppose with an element of luck, helped by a huge skid. But you know exactly what I was talking about earlier about the slope just at the front of the screen. So it'll be interesting to see if Brian uses the slope in his approach shot. And he's attempted to do that, and you know what, in fairness to him, that was a cracking leave. He can now be quite aggressive with the approach shot back up. And we'll over here so we can get a look at it. Yeah. Kieran making sure that Brian has to get this for the half. And this would be a tremendous half from Brian in the grand scheme of things with the game. So Brian didn't get that putt started. That's 2 in a row he hasn't got going off the fringe, and as a result he has lost the 8th hole, and we're now back to a 2-up margin in favour of Brian Dillon as we move to the 9th hole. Gentlemen, thank you very much.
A lot worse.
Probably by me too, it's
I wouldn't say so.
You're live here now, no profanity, right?
We're not your words.
Yeah, do you know what? Thought about it. Team move. Do you know what? Yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'll take whatever drink is involved in it as well. Let me tell you.
There's a fight back.
So a fight back is on the horizon. 2 shots for Brian Dillon on the back 9 still. 11 and 15, yes indeed. We've our co-commentary team now joining us here at the 9th. Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Making Marty.
Yeah. So the 9th hole is a 36-metre pitch, narrow green. Have to hit this one straight. Kieran Bermingham on the box, and he's left it short, I'd say. And a huge door opener here for Brian Dillon. First round, he took every opportunity that was presented to him by Kieran. Hasn't necessarily done that so far in the second round. Let's see if he stabilises things looking into the back 9 here. Looks like a great pitch. Yeah, and he has done. He's given himself a birdie putt. So I'll stay where I am under the umbrella. The safety a touch. There might be a couple of fellas so kind to follow me around for the rest of the stream. Who knows? You will. There'll be no fear.
He's so proud of his game, look.
Yeah. As a fella would say, you could have worn a jacket, huh? T-shirt and shorts with her. Yeah. So rain really starting to come down here now. Just high from Brian, and Kieran from about 4 feet here for his par, for a half, 3 feet even, I'd say. good and solid in for his bar. So we'll walk up the course to the first hole in the back nine. Brian Dillon has a 2-up lead with 9 to play. We have a couple of more spectators struggling up the hill here. Brian is 2. Yeah. Was it man, top man yourself? Backyard. Once I don't get electrocuted, no, we're all good. So Kieran struck well. Wind has it though, and he's a good bit short of this 10th hole. Tricky up and down, very little ground to work with there with the chip. How's your game going?
We would.
So you're tuning it up into the singles. What's it? The lads have to win 3 just to get a half. Key up, key up. It's a good lead from Brian, just off the front edge, good pitch. Are you going to play the singles? I'd have to win all 3. Would you want to draw a 6? He really wants to play us tomorrow. Yeah. Am I here? Listen, like my team told no. We'll claim the match now. Claim the match. We'll publish it, broadcast it globally. I put your face all over it. That's right. Kieran. Oh. So, daylight robbery, or evening robbery for Kieran. But Brian put a putt to win the hole. Left the last 2 short out of the fringe, and he's got it. Great putt. Putt, Brian. 3. And Brian Dillon restores his 3-up lead with 8 holes to play. Kicking this yoke, I swear to God, it's driving me mad. But you know, yeah, but you know what? As I said, you need a bit of WD-40 for the elbows, but come on now. I swear to God. So, hole 11, the very first of Brian Dillon's shots on the back 9 here. .22 metre pitch here. Should be a small bit easier with the dew that's building up. We play the swivel with this stand if we can. So, dew on the club may play a factor here. And Brian's ball looks, he's in trouble. And that's exactly what I was talking about. Dead and buried here on this 11th hole. May potentially take a putter from where he is, but we'll see how she's lying. Kieran's ball could do the same, mind you. And the 2 of them. That's exactly what I was mentioning. Watch. Andrews? Oh, I'm sorry, I just have to do it. I have to do it then. From the first tee off. Brian has managed to spin back. Deadly spin onto the second. Shh, shh, shh. So, yeah, he did well to stop it did there. It's a very, very tricky chip. You'd actually see some local players, particularly those with a surname of Ryan, taking out the putter here, but Kieran has the face open. So Brian's putt will move from our right to left, all downhill. He's left it short. So, look. This putt has to go for Kieran to avoid moving 4 down. Will move from right to left. It can be very, very, has to be aggressive here. And that game has gone to 4 now for Brian Dillon. Using his shot well. As expected, 2 4s from the pitch shots off the back of the 12th. Was a benefit of having a shot. Reap the rewards here, did Brian. And try to get him behind the we'll have a look at their approach shots. So Brian now back to 4 up with 6 to play. And he's short on this 13th, sorry, the 12th hole. So 4 up with 7 to play. My apologies. And Kieran is in no man's land. Had to be aggressive after Brian being short, but that's dead and buried. He'll be doing very, very well to get that up and down from where he's based. You got the phone on you? Yeah, will you do me a favour? Will you check the YouTube page for the club and see if you can see the first round in there? I have a funny feeling. So
The wife was watching one.
Oh, she
She said
tell her is she interested in commentary for next year. We get her on board.
Is it me?
Just making sure. Have you so yeah, if it yeah, so if you can move it, but if the ball moves, then you're at risk of a penalty of the ball moving. So yeah, all good. So Brian now, anywhere. That's a cracking chip. Whoa, just trying a small bit out now. So Brian, this is a huge opportunity to really kind of stamp it early in the match and kill it off. Still 4 up with 6 to play, but would have an opportunity there to move to 5 as we move up 13. And Brian is short on the 13th on the left hand side. Let me get a quick look before Kieran tees off. Just see it hanging there on the left. And Kieran has put his ball into the front of the green. A long putt across the hill from right to left. But certainly in more favourable position than Brian. Kieran will have to he'll have to win this and potentially the next. Great chip. Oh, he's drained it. A fantastic chip from Brian Dillon. And is that the shot that puts Brian Dillon's name on the Ger Costello trophy this year? Kieran Bermingham with a putt to stay 4 down. And that's a whole halved in birdies. Chip Brian.
You can't be a god.
No, I don't.
Smack it again. Hit it. Hit it.
No, it's still 4. It's 5 to play. So Brian Dillon 4 up, 5 holes to play. Just slightly long right. The safest leave on this hole. Very, very little. Very little ground to work with there. So the first door open for Kieran. He's not happy. And he came completely under that one. And the game could be finished here. So we can see Brian's ball. It'll be Brian to chip first. And he's left the chart. Only benefit for Kieran here. He's on an upslope. Kieran will still have the hammer. Looks short. Ooh. So Brian Dillon with a putt to win the club matchplay 2025. Potential first of many putts. Oh, he's got it. That's it, Les. Yeah. Yeah.
Well done, mate. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Kieran. Well done. Hard luck, all right. I suppose I'll do it. Kind of a thank you. For the wrap it up. Thanks very much to everyone for tuning in throughout the competition. As mentioned, if you could please give the club page, Facebook, YouTube, and follow the club. We're doing as much promoting as we can for the game, and we appreciate your support as much as possible. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon. That's me out.